Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Tuesday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Asa Stackel.
And I'm Samantha DiMascio. Samantha is off tonight. Today is March 29th, and this is your news, sports, and weather all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts right now.
A bullet hole was found in a U.S. Airways jet that landed in Charlotte, North Carolina today. Officials believe the bullet was fired in Charlotte after passengers had exited the aircraft. The hole was discovered after the Boeing 737-400 landed Monday. The plane was being prepped for another flight when the pilot discovered the hole above a passenger window toward the back of the plane, according to airline officials. The airline pulled the jet from the service and called the FBI. One government source said, quote, "We do not believe it's terrorism related, but it appears to be a random event. An investigation into who fired the shot into the aircraft has begun."
Murder victim 26-year-old Carol Wimmer's parents are taking the law into their own hands by suing Facebook. After finding out that paramedic Mark Muzzarella posted pictures of their deceased daughter onto the networking site, Mr. and Mrs. Wimmer are suing Facebook in hopes of receiving the picture back into their custody. Martha Wimmer, the victim's mother, told CNN, quote, "All I want is my daughter's picture back. I want it destroyed," end quote. Andrew Noyes, the Facebook spokesperson, said, quote, "The case is without merit. We will fight it vigorously. The picture is no longer on the website." And now we'll check out our current conditions outside with meteorologist Keith Jaska. What's it looking like out there, Keith?
Well, it's clear and crisp right now here on campus. It's 37 degrees. That was our high temperature for today, and that is well below normal for this time of year. Our average high here in Oswego is actually 46 degrees for March 29th. And really, the big question is, will the cold weather continue through the end of March, and will April bring warmer temperatures? I'll have my complete forecast coming up in a few minutes. Now back inside to the news desk.
All right, thanks, Keith. An international summit in London over the conflict in Libya, where world leaders are hashing out to get Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi removed from power. Meanwhile, Republicans continue to question the president's plan for U.S. involvement in the conflict the day after he gave a speech to address the nation's concerns. Sandra Endo has the latest from Washington.
President Obama is once again touting the international objective in Libya.
We're saving innocent lives. We're making it clear that the United States of America and the world stand with those who seek to determine their own destiny.
His comments at a United Nations dedication ceremony echoed those made at a summit of world leaders in London.
The transition to a democratic government and society will take time and the support of us all. The United Nations is ready and willing to assist the people of Libya in this transition.
But ousting Muammar Gaddafi is the sticking point. In a speech Monday night, President Obama laid out the reasons for U.S. involvement in the conflict. While the president supports getting rid of the dictator, right now the goal for NATO is to protect Libyan civilians. Republican House Speaker John Boehner is still critical of the uncertainty of how long the involvement will last.
So if Gaddafi doesn't leave, how long will NATO be there to enforce a no-fly zone? It's a very troubling question.
Another prominent Republican says getting rid of Gaddafi would be faster with military force, but it's an idea the international community is split over.
Gaddafi may crack. I think it's very possible that he may do so, but I don't think we can place all of our hopes on that outcome. A long and costly stalemate is not in our interest.
And something the president politically can't afford. In Washington, I'm Sandra Endo.
First Tunisia, then Egypt and Libya, and now Syria. President Bashar al-Assad has resigned today at the demands of his opponents. Syria's discontent is centered in Dara, a southern city in the impoverished country's agricultural region, where security forces and anti-government protesters have sporadically clashed for nearly 2 weeks. These clashes have led to at least 37 deaths since last week. According to Reem Haddad, a spokeswoman for the Syrian Information Ministry, a new government should be named tomorrow.
Workers in the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant have become heroes of Japan's tragedy. Each day they are risking their lives braving high levels of radiation as they work on repairs from connecting electrical cables to pumping out radioactive water. Officials have ordered a mandatory evacuation for everyone else within 12 miles of the plant. They have been housed in the building, sleeping without blankets and eating 2 rationed meals a day, consisting of crackers and canned food. Workers are spending 3 days on site in 12-hour shifts with 1 day off. A person in an industrialized country is naturally exposed to 3 millisieverts per year. Japan's health ministry says those in the crisis recovery could be exposed to as much as 250 millisieverts before they leave the site. And now we'll see what's going on in sports with Maria Erda.
Coming up with sports, we'll be talking about Major League Baseball's new rule to take place in the 2011 season, the New York Knicks' impressive overtime victory, and our Oswego State women's lacrosse team. Don't go away. And now back to the desk.
A Central Square man was caught and arrested after a car chase Sunday morning in Hastings. According to the Pal Times, 31-year-old Whitman Chilson was charged with the Class E felonies of driving while intoxicated and aggravated unlicensed operation in the first degree, the Class A misdemeanors of unlawfully fleeing from a police officer in the third degree, and 2 counts of failures to stop at a stop sign, intersection, failure to keep right, reckless driving, 4 counts of improper turn, and crossing hazardous road markings.
Police are looking for clues in both the Adirondack and DeWitt areas regarding whereabouts of a missing woman. Carrie Young of DeWitt was last seen Friday afternoon near her apartment in the Water Tree Complex. DeWitt Police Chief Eugene Conway says her SUV was found Saturday in the Adirondacks, where she had plans to go hiking. According to Syracuse.com, Young is described as 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing 115 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. If anyone thinks they saw Young between Friday and Saturday afternoon, they are asked to call DeWitt Police at 315-449-3640.
A 7-year-old Syracuse child avoided death and serious injury after being struck by a car. The child's name was not released. The Post-Standard reports that the child suffered scrapes and complained of pain after the accident, but was transported to Upstate Medical for precautionary measures. The driver was not ticketed because the driver did not cause the accident. The child reportedly ran into the path of the car, according to Sergeant Gary Belinsky. And now we'll send over to Keith Jaska for a preview for your weather.
Well, it's a cold evening regardless of where you live here in Oswego County. How cold will it get tonight? And will tomorrow be warmer than today? I'll have my complete forecast coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at www.oswego.edu/summer. Register now.
Was gonna be there anyway. But thinking of you's working on my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Mama and sister shows together, making sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you, so excited. Sky
rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hey, what's up? We're Hawthorne Heights, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television.
Lightning is going to strike in Oswego tomorrow. Grease lightning, that is. That's right, SUNY Oswego students are starring in the theatrical version of the film Grease. Variety magazine writes, quote, Grease has got it from outstanding animated titles all the way through the rousing finale as they ride off into teenage happiness, unquote. The musical will be held in Waterman Theater at 8 p.m. Wednesday through Friday. The show will run for 3 weeks. Tickets cost $15 for the general public, $12 for seniors and faculty, and $7 for Oswego students. And you're the one they want.
Tomorrow night, March 30th, artist Brenda Geigrick will be here on campus to speak. Geigrick paints vividly colored landscapes that are imaginary, abstract, highly personal, and visually engaging. Using trees, pathways, rocks, and water, she creates places that are lonely but beautiful, dreamlike, and emotional. She often paints nocturnal images that viewers find enchanting. Geigrick will be in Lanigan Hall, room 107 at 7 p.m.
Okay, and now we're going to send it over to Keith Jaska with your full forecast.
Oswego, I'm meteorologist Keith Jaska. Well, currently outside it's 37 degrees with clear sky overhead, and wind out of the west-southwest at 15 miles per hour is resulting in a wind chill of 22 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you'll be out and about tonight, make sure you bundle up because it's rather cold, especially for late March standards. Across Oswego County, it's 33 degrees in Richland, 34 degrees in Mexico, it's 35 degrees in Fulton, and Redfield is our cold spot right now with a temperature of 31 degrees. Taking a look at current temperatures across New York State, it's 33 degrees in Watertown. New York City, not a surprise, is the warm spot right now with a temperature of 42 degrees. And out in western New York, Jamestown is the cold spot, reporting a temperature of 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Latest weather tap radar is rather quiet across the northeastern United States, although a few snowflakes may be falling to our northeast across St. Lawrence County. And latest infrared satellite imagery shows plenty of clouds to our northwest as well as to our southwest here in Oswego, and more clouds are also located to our northeast. We are currently located in between several different storm systems, but our sky is clear here in Oswego, courtesy of a ridge of high pressure in control. Your visual futurecast for 2 a.m. calls for clear sky to prevail here in Oswego as well as across central New York, and that clear sky will remain overhead at 8 a.m. Wednesday morning, resulting in cold temperatures here in Oswego and across the region. So as you make your way to class tomorrow morning, make sure you have the jacket as well as the sunglasses handy. You will surely need those things. And looking ahead to 2 p.m. on Wednesday, our sky will begin to cloud over here in Oswego as a storm system approaches our region from the southwest, and expect overcast sky by 8 p.m. So for tonight, it'll be mainly clear with a low temperature of 27 degrees. Wind will be out of the west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For your Wednesday, it'll be another unseasonably cold day with a high of 40 degrees. Morning sunshine will give way to afternoon clouds. And for Wednesday night, it'll be cloudy and quite quiet weather-wise with a low temperature of 32 degrees, and winds will be out of the northeast at 3 to 8 miles per hour. Your extended forecast calls for mostly cloudy skies Thursday with a high of 39 degrees. A few snow showers are in the forecast for Friday, and no, that is not an April Fool's joke. Expect a cold day with a high of 36 degrees, and sun and clouds are in the forecast Saturday through Monday with highs once again in the 30s.
All right, Keith, well, a clear forecast, but not the best temperatures. So
looks like I'm going to have a chilly walk all the way over to Rich tomorrow.
Yes, unfortunately, it looks like the cold temperatures will continue right on through the end of March and at least through the first few days of April. I know that's something that people don't want to hear.
Yeah, expected for us to be good, though. How much snow are we supposed to get Friday?
As of right now, it looks like just light snow, so really a dusting at the most.
Okay, so nothing major. And when we come back, we'll hear from our segment reporter, Erica Pratt, on how Dunkin' Donuts is tied into the upcoming royal wedding. But first, here's your late night menu.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at www.oswego.edu/summer. Register now.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hey, I'm Sean from Big D and the Kids Table, and you're watching WTOP 10.
Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
And now here is WTOP's Erica Pratt with details on London's royal wedding.
Thank you, Samantha. I'm Erica Pratt with more information about a donut, a website, and these things all revolving around Prince William and soon-to-be Princess Kate Middleton. Dunkin' Donuts released today that in honor of the royal wedding, they will have a special royal wedding donut that will be heart-shaped, jelly-filled, topped with vanilla icing and a chocolate drizzle, which will cost around 89 cents. This special donut will only be available April 24th to the 29th. Although the Dunkin' Donuts is not even in the United Kingdom, the CEO of the company, a Great Britain native, still has great patriotism towards his country. Keeping with this sweet trend, Prince William announced earlier this week that he will have a groom's cake made entirely of cookies and chocolate. His groom cake will be placed next to the couple's traditional wedding cake for the reception. And the official website all about the happy couple's April 29th wedding was uploaded Wednesday. The website, www.officialroyalwedding2011.org, will feature exclusive content like photos, videos, and links of the ceremony and wedding planning itself. This website, quote, will be the first place to view information such as the detail of Miss Middleton's wedding dress, end quote, claims the palace. The wedding will not only be featured on the website, but also in iTunes. Decca Records announced that the whole ceremony that takes place in Westminster Abbey will be available to download just hours after they say I do. The official CD of the events is set to be released May 10th. David Joseph, who is the CEO and chairman of Universal Music UK and owner of Decca Records, says that, quote, the official album for the royal wedding will complement everyone's personal memories of the event, end quote. The physical album will be part of a collector's booklet, which will also include the complete order of the service, the readings, vows, hymns, and blessings, and music performed by the Choir of Westminster Abbey, the Chapel Royal Choir, the London Chamber Orchestra, and the fanfare team from the Central Band of the Royal Air Force. That's it for now on the details of the royal event. I'm Erica Pratt.
Okay, so exciting stuff.
Mm-hmm. The donut looks really good. It's
You saw a picture of it?
Oh yeah.
Or they already have it made?
Yes, it's big heart shape, and it's got it's just a jelly-filled donut, but lots of icing on it, which will be really sweet and yummy.
I never usually get donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm more of like a bagel person there, but we'll have
You've only got 5 days.
Taste it.
Yeah, so 5 days. 5 days to go out and get the donut.
Limited edition. All right, now we'll take a look at what's going on in your state news.
Trace amounts of deadly radiation have been measured in New York State. Fortunately, the Department of Health says it's nothing to worry about. Minute traces of radioactive iodine have been found in recent monitoring of air and rainwater in New York. The levels are dramatically below those that would cause human health concerns. In a press release, Health Commissioner Nirav Shah wrote that New York continues to have safe public drinking water supplies.
Following last week's announcement of AT&T merging with T-Mobile, State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman says his office will be thoroughly reviewing this proposed purchase. Schneiderman fears that the price of cell phones will rise, which is something New Yorkers don't need. He says, quote, "Cell phones are no longer a luxury, but a basic necessity." According to TimesUnion.com, the review would concentrate on the potential impact the merge might have on upstate cities of Albany, Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse, where consumers already face few wireless choices. He will also look at AT&T's commitment to expand broadband wireless access to rural areas. And now we'll look at sports with Maria Erda.
With opening day less than 2 days away, Major League Baseball is making a few last-minute adjustments to the 2011 season. The MLB currently has a 15-day and 60-day disabled list, and now they're adding a 7-day DL, strictly for concussions. Although baseball is not known to be a collision sport, the number of concussions have been on the rise. In 2009, there were 6 reported concussions, and in 2010, there were 10. Each team will have a specialist who deals with mild brain injuries to evaluate players and umpires. Those injured will have to undergo several tests before returning to the baseball diamond. The rule will be in effect Thursday at 1:05. After dealing with a rough month of March, the Knicks managed to snap a 6-game losing streak Monday night. It went into overtime, but the Knicks defeated the Orlando Magic 113-106. Carmelo Anthony scored a game-high 39 points, along with 10 rebounds, to bring New York to a 37-38 record. With playoffs right around the corner, these next few games are crucial for the Knicks to win. Anthony spoke after his standout game, saying, quote, "It was just will. We wanted to win the game. We had to win the game," end quote. The Oswego State women's lacrosse team had an exciting 15-14 victory today against Clarkson University. The Lakers had a 4-goal lead at halftime, but the Golden Knights came back to tie with 7:20 left in the game. Junior Rachel Raffa scored the winning goal for OSU with 1:47 remaining. Raffa finished the game with 8 goals and 1 assist. Oswego State improved their record to 2-0. Their next game is Wednesday at 4 o'clock against Utica at South Athletic Field. And that's it for sports. Now back over to the desk.
All right, interesting stuff in the sports world, Sam.
Absolutely. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news. Stay tuned.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Want to get ahead? Take summer classes. Earn up to 14 credits. Classes start May 23rd. More information available at www.oswego.edu/summer. Register now.
Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Drink from the tap. A $3 bottle of water a day times 10 years times 6% interest is over 14,000 clams. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feedthepig.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with fflexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Be on the team. My name is LaDanian Tomlinson. By keeping kids in school, I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Dive into the lighter side of news. When dreaming about retirement, what's the first location that comes to mind? Bermuda, Honolulu, even Florida. How about Fargo? Warm weather and sunshine aren't the only criteria for picking a place to retire. Fargo, North Dakota is among the top 16 cities for seniors in the U.S. according to Forbes magazine. Only 5 cities on the list, Tucson, Albuquerque, Charleston, Jacksonville, and San Antonio, are in the southernmost part of the country. The list is based on factors such as living costs, taxes, crime rates, driving conditions, availability of doctors, and outdoor activities. So maybe you should take up skiing.
And then there was one. Nearly 44 hours after it started, the 3rd annual Bounce with the Suns endurance dribbling competition finally named a winner. Nick Kettner dribbled his way to victory early this morning, beating dozens of competitors. You can see now runner-up Frank Natividad lost his ball while digging into his bag. And get this, Kettner didn't stop dribbling even after he won. He's hoping to break the record of more than 55 hours. Kettner's already won a road trip with the Phoenix Suns during the 2011-2012 season. By the way, the contestants were allowed to eat and drink while dribbling, of course. They also get a 5-minute bathroom break every 2 hours.
If you've been wondering what happened to that deadly Egyptian cobra that escaped from the Bronx Zoo a few days ago, fear not. For a new Twitter page has all the answers you're craving. The lovable reptile has over 50,000 followers and 40 tweets, which is pretty impressive for an animal with no hands and only limited access to the internet. Such tweets include, quote, "You know I like fat-bottom girls. I'm from the Bronx. Duh," unquote. Be sure to follow at Bronx Zoo's Cobra, and if you're in the area of the zoo, be sure to tuck your pants into your socks.
A Missouri man and his sweetheart literally took the plunge. The couple got married in a giant fish tank at an aquarium that the groom runs. Andy Garrison shows us a wedding where stingrays were among the guests.
My love for the aquarium, my love for animals, just made it a natural place for me to get married in the midst of all these fish, in the midst of the stingrays, in the middle of a fish tank.
I think this is a fun, whimsical place, and it's pretty much where his heart is, so it makes sense that he would get married exactly where his heart is.
And even though the premise of this maritime matrimony had the rabbi scratching his head a bit, there was no denying that love was in the air. Or I guess, the water?
Leonard, you would not have this any other way. That this place where we have gathered in so many ways represents not just your work or employment, but your passion.
Leonard's bride, Valentina, says she was initially shocked when she learned of their ceremony site.
The next day after I told her, she called me and she said, what a wonderful idea to be married in water, the source of all life, to be married around animals, to be married in the midst of what you love is just a very natural thing.
Mazel tov.
All right, Keith, and now let's take a look at our Class Day forecast.
Well, expect a sunny yet cold start Wednesday morning with a temperature of 27 degrees at 8 a.m. The sun will eventually be obscured by clouds, especially during the afternoon, as our temperature moderates to 40 degrees.
Okay, Keith, sounds all right. I mean, not the best weather. But any plans for the weekend, guys?
I'm going to head home for the weekend to go see some family, yeah.
I'm going to try to get some more Twitter followers like the snake.
I know, a little jealous that I have less followers than a snake.
I have about 24.
Nice. Work it up.
I think I'm up to 14. I'm new, though. Maybe a couple months into it, so.
Very nice. And that couple wed in an aquarium?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he runs the aquarium, so he works there or whatever.
Hey,
passionate about it.
If you can do it, you might as well.
Right.
All right. And that will do it for us here at WTOP 10 News tonight. For the 10 News team,
I'm Maria Erda.
I'm Keith Jaska.
I'm Samantha DiMascio.
And I'm Asa Stackel. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.